First, let me say this. My wife and I enjoyed this very much. We appreciate it. Very nice. Great. Now, I told him I'd tell you a little bit about 40, well, about an hour's worth of Oklahoma back 100 years ago. Now, you can verify anything I say by asking Walter. He's older than I am, and he'll know whether I'm right or not. In about 1909, Dad, at that time, Oklahoma was about 2 years old. At that time, there were a lot of land salesmen. And an old boy came up into Kansas to Riley and got together a bunch of fellows and brought them down here and had farms down here for sale. Well, that's how the Kleiners and Swarts and everybody got down here, was that. They came down with this salesman and he bought. Then only in December of 1910, at that time I was about 14 months old, they came down. My brother Sam came down with the train that had I believe 2 cars. Had our livestock, household goods, everything we brought down here in those train cars. He rode those down. Dad, in the meantime, had bought a car there in Riley, we delivered in Wichita. A 1910 model Oakland. You haven't heard of Oakland. Oakland in about 1917, 18, along there somewhere, changed into Pontiac. That was a forerunner of Pontiac. Dad, in making the deal, the car salesman there in Riley, I was going to call his name, but I can't do it.
Ask Walter.
Anyway, the deal was that he was to pick it up in Wichita. And the salesman there in Riley was to also ride with him to Rocky. So, Dad and the car salesman and Louie, I think, came down in the car. They were 2 days, Wichita to Rocky. The roads wasn't all 4 lane. That Oakland, I'll tell you a little bit about it. It was a touring car, and I can remember very well the first sedan I'd ever seen. Dad and I looked at one there in Rocky. The salesman just got it in. It was a Ford sedan, glass. Dad said, I'll never own one of those. That glass, you have a wreck, it'll kill you. This car was well, we had carbide lights. You could light those at night, and if you kept your match burning, you could see with it. You couldn't see with those lights. They were great big things. Had a carbide tank on this running board. Of course, you had to keep that charged. It had red top fist tires. The top would lay back and into some kind of little handles on the side here, and you could tie that down so the top could be brought back and folded back in there and then strapped down. One little incident I remember very well. It was having a Sentinel, it was having a fair. I think it was a fair or a carnival or something. Anyway, it was just out south of town, and Sentinel, the ground is pretty sandy. And we started out there. Emily and I were in the back seat, Mom and Dad in the front. And there was a man in his wagon and his family in it. Team of horses, they were in the ruts. Dad, as Dad told it, said I tooted the horn 2 or 3 times and he didn't get out of those ruts. He would move over and let me go by. So we rocked along there for a little bit, and pretty soon Dad saw a spot that he could pull out and go around him, and he did. And in doing that, those little brackets that are back here at the corners, they stuck out about that far. They caught the rein on the horses on that team. So here they start coming down the road. They're pulling it on there. The woman and the kids in the wagon were screaming. Mom was screaming. Emily, I don't know what she was doing. I was enjoying it, I think. But Dad said afterwards, now, most of you don't remember him. He said, next time that I toot my horn at that old boy, I bet you he gets over it. Anyway, that's a little bit of happening of that. Now, and coming down, we brought 4 mules. One of them died. And Dad bought another one, and he died. So that left him with four animals to pull the plows and stuff like that. So he had to convert that into 3-horse deal. So we made that the first crop with 3 mules. The house that moved into, we stayed at the Wilson Hotel. Now that, if you were at the 98th birthday party we had, that was on the ground, sitting exactly on the ground where the Wilson Hotel was in Rocky. Well, I'm trying to think of anything else that might be a little unusual. Anyway, I believe that first year, I believe the crop was a failure. I think it didn't rain. Anyway, we moved into a 2-room house, wood, and had a kind of rock house adjoined it. Well, Dad tore that rock house down and built a 2-story onto that. I don't know if you remember that old house that was out on the farm. That was one of the first projects he had. That pretty well, I just thought maybe it might be a little interest to you of how we ended up down there. And in the group was Yubo Cooper. He bought a place south of Rocky. Schwartz bought one just across the road in north of ours, about a half mile. There was one more. Can't remember who it was. But that's how we ended up at Rocky. At that time, let's see, Margaret came down on a train with us. I can't remember who else was on that. But that's kind of the beginning of how we all ended up at Rocky.
Well, next.
He didn't tell about the header they had. Header?
Header.
Ask if you remember the header.
The header.
Oh, yeah.
Well, expand.